Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Writers in Motion. And before I introduce to you our guest for today's episode, let me present to you our group, the Migrant Writers of Hong Kong, which was founded on March 30, 2021 by the three empowered women, Miss Maria Nemila Rocio, Miss Adeline Ramos, and Miss Giselle Marcos Fernandez. Migrant Writers of Hong Kong is a social media platform that aims to connect migrant domestic workers, poets, artists, storytellers, and authors around the world. It allows members to share their poems, stories, arts, and photography. Our group featured different challenges and segments that motivates every member to write and share the stories, poems, and essays. Monday, we have Monday Prompt moderated by Ms. Giselle Marcos Fernandez, wherein the members are given a theme about daily life to share their poems, stories, and also the Monday on Spotlight featuring writers and poets in the community. Today, Tuesday, we have the Creative Tuesday Challenge, in which we feature various artists sharing their artworks as an inspiration in writing. This challenge is being presented by Miss Divina Orpilia Molina, one of the admins of the group. The second and the fourth Wednesday of the month, we have connected different voices, one passion, in which we connect to multi-talented and diverse international poets, writers, and storytellers, delving into their works and achievements and learning from their experiences. Thursday, we have Thursday Photo Challenge featuring aspiring photographers and using their shots as a motivation in writing. We also have the monthly photo challenge in which member will be given a specific photo which they can use as a basis in writing their piece with a theme that differs every month, presented by Miss Ruby Kada, one of our admins. Friday, we have the Friday challenge wherein we present different poetic devices and poetry forms as tools for the members to write their rhetorical pieces. This challenge is being presented by Miss Mariana Milarocio and Anne Morines Espiridion. Saturday, we have Tinig ng Pluma Challenge, encouraging everyone in our Filipino community to write using our national language, which is Filipino. First and third Sunday of the month, we have the Writers in Motion, featuring writers, poets, and authors in the community. The show was hosted by Miss Eileen Ramos and Miss Mariana Milarosio for the past episodes and will be hosted by yours truly. If you want to know more updates about our group, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our Instagram, and free to join in our Facebook page, Migrant Writers of Hong Kong. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce my talented guest. She graduated with a Bachelor in Elementary Education and a licensed professional teacher, but now a happy and proud migrant worker of Hong Kong. Her journey was an OFW began in 2010. That was when grabbed an opportunity but was not emotionally prepared to be an OFW, leaving behind her husband and two kids of 10 and 5 years old. Days went too slow for her, and so she opted to go home merrily on the fifth month of her working contract. The rest of the years she spent, excuse me, taking care of her family. When her daughter entered college in 2018, her family was financially struggling. That made her think of giving it a try to work abroad again. This time, she and her family were all in place to understand why she needed to do it. Luckily, a perfect chance was offered to her in 2019 despite at the age of 47. During these years as an OFW, she able to think of ways on how to improve herself and go back to what I really love to do since I was young. since she was young. In 2020, she finished uh, and had her certificate in the caregiving course, which she used to effectively perform the job. As an OFW, she found and joined several groups, particularly the Migrant Writers of Hong Kong, that advocates writing and some particular form of arts like drawing and painting, for which she, she is interested in, and also trying to finish her cross-stitch piece during holidays. Recently, she enrolled in an English course sponsored by Caritas to refresh and improve her language proficiency. After all this time, she came to realize that there is indeed no boundary at the age in learning new things as an individual. In whatever circumstances, we all have an opportunity to learn. Just need to step forward and unlock that door towards a wider world outside our comfort zone. And now let me introduce my guest for this episode. She's 49-year-old mother of 22 years old daughter and a 17 years old son, a wife and a brilliant writer from the famous land of the champions, General Santos City, Philippines. Please welcome Miss Anavel Antang Permato. Welcome po, ate. Welcome sa Migrant Writers in Motion.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Kamusta po kayo, te?
My first time. My first time. Okay lang, but I'm trying to go with the flow.
Pasensya na po kayo sa host today kasi kaka-recover ko lang po from COVID. So, medyo nagano pa yung boses ko.
Okay lang. Okay lang din. Inom lang ng water. Water.
Yeah. Okay po, ate. Saan po kayo ngayon, te? Okay lang po kayo dyan?
Okay.
Nag-lunch na po ba kayo?
Oo. Kakahanap ko ng pwesto, nakaabot ako ng nakarating ako sa indoor playground. Okay lang.
Ready na po ba kayo? Ready na po kayo sa question ko?
Ready na lang. Ready na lang.
Wow, ready. Hindi po siya mahirap, ate. Okay. Let's start with I have three questions for you. Not three. Yeah, three. It's just, lang siya. Parang warm-up question ko lang sa'yo. Para hindi ka medyo kabahan. Pero honestly, kinakabahan ako. Ako ang kinakabahan sa'yo. Mas kinakabahan ako kasi sa'yo.
Okay lang. Kakayanin.
Kakayanin. Movie or book, ate?
Yes?
Movie or book?
Book.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing you like about yourself?
Try to be positive every time.
Ganyan. Yung positive, parang nag-ano na rin sa akin yung yung positivity. What is your best... What is your best part of the day?
Yes. Waking up time. Waking up time.
Hindi ko na.
My best part of the day is the waking time. Wake up time in the morning, every morning.
Yes. When do you start writing, ate?
When I was in secondary, maybe around third year high school, it so happened our English teacher who was our school paper advisor, invited all of the students who are willing to contribute any write-ups or article or poem for the school organ. And I tried to make one, maybe just 4 or 5 lines like that. And then during that time, but before that, I was really interested on reading and writing, but not really that serious during secondary. And then I tried to contribute and submit the paper, my article to our advisor, and then so just taking a chance. and then and then but and then our classmate, my friend, she saw my poem, and then she said, but she said, oh, you did a good job, can you make me one one piece please, just a short one, because I was so good. So I tried to make one for her, and then I submitted I gave it to her first, and then we submitted it to our advisor. And then, but unfortunately, my poem was not accepted, but it's my friend's poem which I wrote for her. You know that. And then, so that was, I was really interested in writing, but after that incident, I that interest declined for several years. It declined for several years because of that incident. Maybe it's the bad experience for me. I felt like uh, uh, I was not given a chance or did not explain anything for me why like that. But why I did one poem for my friend, and they accepted it, and I accepted it and published it. And so, but I did not stop. I did not stop writing for myself. I did a lot of writing since then, but just very informal. I just write it everywhere and anytime I want to do it. And then unluckily, I haven't recorded. I did not have any copy of it. So sad.
Oh.
It's just like it just disappeared for the long time. Yeah, my writing interest started when I was in high school, actually.
Wow. You have a long journey of experience in writing.
That's
What is the difficult part about writing?
mm,
Since you are a teacher and you have a lot of experience since you were in high school,
mm.
yeah, what you feel, what is the difficult part about writing?
And maybe the difficult part is that uh, you are the difficult part is that you have the drive to write. You feel like you want to write, but there is no specific idea or topic that comes out of your mind. That's the difficult part. It's really frustrating. It's frustrating for me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
let's see. Uh, we will read some comments here from Ruby. Good afternoon to both Gorgeous lady. What is your favorite book, Ate? It's from Ruby.
My favorite book is about, but not actually about uh, any 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 book which is really interested for writers. I like reading uh, thrilling books. thrillers. something like about crimes, and then legal matters, like that, legal matters. uh, it's like that.
It's about crimes.
About solving crimes. I like reading books about solving crimes.
Tali. Kaya
Weird.
gusto ko yang ma-watch sa sa YouTube yung mga documentaries about solving a crimes.
Gusto ko yan.
And we will read some comments from Ruby. We're the same po, ate. Those poems from my high school days were gone last just like that. I have no copies. The sad part is I can't remember it.
I cannot remember any.
Buti pa kayo may nasusulat noon.
Yes, I wrote. The sad part is when I was in I was already done schooling. I was already a teacher, and then I have that one book with me. I just write it on any piece of paper, and then when I came home, I write it on the. I tried to record it on my laptop, and then so sad, my laptop went down. My laptop went out, and then all of it, the soft copies, the hard copies, I don't have anymore.
Nawawalan.
That's why I'm trying now to have one, but I'm really very lazy. When I try to contribute any poem in the page, I usually don't write it on a piece of paper or any notebook. I usually write the piece on the page and then submit. Very sad.
Nandiyan pa ba? Sa akin. Naghang?
Hang?
Bakit ito hindi?
Nawala?
Alam po ba yung boses ko, Ten? Naririnig mo po ba ako?
Oo, naririnig kita. Klaro. Ako.
Bakit kaya sa akin hindi? Hindi clear sa akin.
Bakit?
Naririnig mo ko, Ruby? Ba't hindi ko siya naririnig yung sinasabi ni ate? Ay, baka ayaw talaga ng headset.
Okay, ito. Naririnig mo ako?
Ayan.
Ayan.
Tinanggal ko na po yung headset ko.
Naririnig mo ako?
Ayaw na rin. Opo, nakikita kita.
Nakalimutan ko kasi naka-on yung Bluetooth. Sorry. Naka-on yung Bluetooth. Naka-on ang Bluetooth kasi in-off ko. Klaro na? Klaro? Oh, ikaw na naman ang hindi ko marinig. Ikaw ang hindi ko marinig.
Ayan, te. Naririnig mo po ba ako? Ayaw mo po. Ayaw mo po. Palit. Ayaw talaga ng headset ko. Naririnig niyo po ba ako, te?
Yes.
ako. Okay na. Okay na. Lalapit na lang ako. Okay. Have you ever written a story?
Yes, story. No, I have not tried it. I have not tried written a story.
Isulat mo nga.
Naririnig mo ako? Hindi klaro? Hindi kita naririnig.
Naririnig
Ayan.
kita, pero minsan yung parang nagro-robot-robot. Okay na po ba?
Oh, okay, okay. Naririnig mo ako?
Opo.
Oh. Baka lumilipad yung baka ililipad ng hangin yung signal.
So when hindi ka pagsulat ng ng any short story or creative story?
No. Just normally I just write poems.
Na-miss niyo po yung namin, yung workshop namin. Sana yung workshop namin last yung month, last month mang nakapagtapos kami ng workshop, writing fiction story.
O nakita ko yun, pero every time na may workshop kayo, conflict din sa akin.
Next time po pag nag-workshop ulit kami, invite namin kayo.
Pag hindi conflict schedule.
Join mo kayo sa workshop namin next week.
Pag hindi conflict, why not?
Yes. Hey. What is the best and worst advice you have ever received after your first poem?
What's the best advice?
Yes.
Did I ever have a piece of advice? I think that was when the teacher said I should make the poem more, the idea should be more clear or vivid, like that. Maybe because he thinks that the idea or the way I write the poem is not really that literal. I don't know. It's not literally written, so he thinks that I should do it more clearly or vividly. And the worst thing was that he said I should avoid copied articles. Maybe he thinks that he was thinking my piece that time was copied from from one article. What is that? What do you call plagiarism? Something like that. Maybe he was thinking I was making plagiarism. Can you hear? Naririnig mo ako? Hindi kita naririnig! Hindi kita naririnig!
Hindi mo pa ako naririnig?
Oh, minsan nawawala.
Oo nga. Dito nga siguro sa signal ko. Ewan ko ba ba't palagi ako nawawala. Hindi ko daw siya. Hindi daw. Pati naman ang headset. Teka. Tingnan niyo po ba ako, te?
Oo.
Okay na?
Oo, okay na.
Sa
Okay na.
airphone ko siguro. Oo, sige. Naririnig ko yung sinabi mo, te. Yung about sa palagi.
Yun na nga yun. First poem ko. Kaya parang medyo na-discourage ako.
Yun yung worst.
The thing that I don't know about plagiarism. I just knew about plagiarism when I was in college, but not in high school at all. I have no idea about plagiarism when I was in high school. But
Ano
he
ano yung feeling yung ano yung feeling mo nung sinabi ngayon nung sinabi
uh,
ngayon sa'yo?
feeling ko I was not worth it. I have no capacity to do it. I have no ability. Maybe I was thinking, maybe I was thinking, maybe it's because I was not accepted. Maybe it's because I was not an honor student. I was not one of the top 10 in the class. Because most of the writers are on the top list. So, it's like that. Sorry.
Oh,
But
we read some comments. Detective Canon or Sherlock Holmes. Yan yung mga gusto basahin daw ni Ruby. This from Miss Nemi. Hi,
Detective
lovely
Conan.
host and sis Annabelle. Thank you for accepting our invitation to be our guest.
Thank you. Also, thank you for giving me a chance.
Is your, first experience ni ate?
First experience ever. Job interviews lang yung ginagawa ko dati.
Okay. Do you consider yourself a writer?
Mm,
Yes.
maybe in a way. Maybe in a way. But I don't know. I don't know what is really the specific definition of a writer. I could say I'm a writer because I can write, uh, but technically maybe I can't consider myself really as a writer because I haven't proven yet anything. I haven't written anything published in a book or newspaper or magazine or what. That's how the way I view it.
We can consider ourselves as a writer as long as we write. A writer is not just because you publish a book. It's not just because you have your you write and then you publish in either in your own book or anthologies or in a magazine. But we can consider ourselves as a writer, sabi nga nila. A writer daw is yung consistent na nagsusulat regularly at saka yung writer na yung on the process like us na paragang natututo, yung parang we can like it's in a due process na nagra-write. As long as na we write constantly, regularly, hindi na dahil na nakapag-publish ka, basta sabing writer ka, it's not. Kasi yung writer daw, hindi daw natin kailangan ng any parang certificate or mga qualification, walang qualification, yung pagiging writer, sabi nga nila. It's not about yung kung ano yung na-achieve mo sa life mo. Sabi nga ng employer ko, sabi sa akin, hindi mo kailangang magiging professional, hindi mo kailangang magiging ano nga yan. Basta hindi mo kailangan magiging ano kagaya nila na may mga pinag-aralan sila. Sabi nga, hindi mo kailangan maging ganun para magiging writer ka. But as long as you write regularly and consistent ka sa mga sinusulat mo, you're a writer. And ate, you are a writer. You consider yourself as a writer, sabi. Hindi, yes. And you're a poet. Hindi lang dahil, yes, yung poet hindi ibig sabihin na nakapag-write ka ng words, nakapag-sulat ka ng tula. Also, you're a poet kasi natatouch mo you touch someone's life and
Yeah.
also your life. You change your own perspective of life, and that's, yes, you're a writer. We are a writer.
Yeah, I'm a writer.
Okay. What skills make you a strong writer?
What skills make you a strong? Maybe from a a stock of vocabulary, from a stockpile of vocabulary. Maybe that is one thing because we can also not write if we are limited in vocabulary. It's not really vocabulary. It's not really about yung mga matataas na terms ng vocabulary, but the better as long as you can express. That is how I do to myself. I just express myself as simply as I can. Yes, like that.
Tell us about one best pieces you have written. Yung pinaka-best
One
na sinulat mo. Yung yeah.
piece, one best piece. Um, for me, the best piece I have written on the page because I already forgot about the pieces I wrote before. Kalimutan ko na yun. Pati yung title nakalimutan ko na. Tapos, yung ngayon lang sa page natin, yung mga na-share ko, yung best piece siguro na i-share ko, yung about smile. That one before Aileen May read in one of the segments.
Naririnig ko.
Oh, naririnig kita.
Okay pa. What is your biggest weakness as a writer?
My biggest weakness is when I cannot balance my I cannot balance the time and my desire to write. I cannot balance the time and my desire to write. Or maybe I was every time I write, I am too emotional. Emotion, emotional that sometimes I really forget about technical sides.
You're paka-emotional.
Emotional. Emotional, wala emotion. Pumasok na lang ako.
Bakit nawawala siya?
Participate in writing challenges on social media. I never tried one even before. I never tried in social media because maybe I was so introvert.
You
I
can
just
explore po, ate. There's a lot of international poetry platforms.
yeah.
And yeah,
Actually,
you can explore and learn more about writing poetry. Kagaya din sa amin kasi we are all explorer.
date, Dora kami, Dora. Umiikot-ikot kami kung saan sa international platform para matuto rin kami magsulat. At saka
May
yung
may international poetry din akong sinasalihan, pero nagsishare lang ako, nagpo-post lang ako ng mga poems, but if they ask pag ano na sila, nag-i-invite na sila for challenges, I ignored.
Ako nag-join din ako doon, yung first time ko nag-join, yung about sa forms. Wala akong kalam-alam doon sa mga ganyan. So, nag-try ako. Nakatatlong tula ako hanggang sa nakuha ko talagang tama. Pero, yun ang nag-start yung journey sa pagsusulat ko. Kasi, araw-araw challenge yung sarili ko kung paano ko magawa. Kasi yung mga syllables na yan, mga rhyming, wala akong kalam-alam yan dati. Kahit na nag-aaral ako dati, wala akong pakialam sa mga words na yan. Ngayon ko lang nalaman kung na may binibilang pa pala sa pagsusulat ng tula.
Ewan ko ba, kahit na sa yung sa mga challenges natin sa sa migrant workers, migrant writers, yung 'di ba? Every week may mga weekly challenges tayo. Mga weekly challenges tayo. O nakita ko na yung may mga challenge na yung hindi na ako sumasali. In-ignore ko na yung pansin. Ilang challenges in-ignore ko.
Ganyan din po kami minsan, ate. Hindi ka po nag-isa, lalo na pag mahirap.
Aside from the fact na walang time, wala kang time, kumbaga tulog lang yung time mo. Kung minsan, yung talagang tendency na i-ignore ko talaga siya.
Okay. And you're a teacher, ate, di ba? And marami ka naging experience sa pagsusulat. Do you any experience with literary criticism and how you handle it?
Literary criticism? Actually, when I was in college, although I am an education graduate, but I was not really focused on literary. Maybe the criticism was that when the time na magsasubmit ka ng article mo o literary piece mo, tapos they would say, ano yan, parang ordinary lang yan, hindi siya kumbaga wala siyang impact, yung ganun. Yung ganun, walang impact. So it means that criticism depends on how they judge your piece. So when I have that experience, I did not actually take it really as a bad criticism. I tried to ang tawag ito, yung baguhin siya or do some other style like that.
Okay, and now, ate, we want to listen yung prepare niyo po na tula para sa amin. You can read it na po. Your first poem.
Hala, sorry. Wala, paano ko ba makita yun?
Paano to? Hindi niyo po mabasa, hindi na mawawala siya pag binasa niya. Yung happiness ate. Nandiyan pa ba siya? Okay. Ate, ibibigay ko na sa yung screen ha.
Sorry talaga. Hindi ko
Bakit
makita
po?
yung phone ko. Hindi
Ako
ko
na lang
makita.
magbasa?
Sorry talaga.
Ako na lang po magbasa? Basahin ko na lang sa'yo.
Sorry.
Okay lang po. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, this is her first poem entitled Happiness. Worry not, my friend, when your hair turns gray to end. Happiness is not about hair, it is about love to share. Worry not, my son, keep in growing and don't wear a frown. Happiness is not about who you will become, it's about godly values I know you have won. Worry not, my dear daughter, when you grow up like your mother. Happiness is not about being incomparable, it is about being true and responsible. Worry not, my love, when I fly like a dove. Happiness is not about people together, it is about trust and faith for one another. Worry not, my friends and loved ones, when you hear me no more at once. Happiness is not about who you have, it is all about love keep forever in my heart. Happiness is about love. Happiness is about truth and respect. Happiness is about trust and faith. Happiness is how much you give from your heart. Thank you po, ate, sa pag-share ng tula ninyo. Excuse po. What makes you happy, Ate Annabel?
It makes me happy. Many things.
Yes.
My family, my kids makes me happy. Yeah, my family. And since I am an OFW and away from home, maybe the people around me makes me happy. It's like my ward, alaga ko. My alaga. That makes me always happy. Kahit na malungkot, she always makes me happy. And maybe yeah, my friends who are around me, and of course the group, this space that makes me happy. Every time I share one poem with the group, I feel like na nailabas ko yung feeling ko, and that makes me happy.
Okay. Tula po ninyo, you have many characters na sinulat doon. for your friends, for your daughter, for your son, for your love, and general for your friends and loved ones. Where do you get your inspiration of writing your poem?
Uh, from my happiness, from all of them, from my kids, yeah, my family, my friends, especially because since I get used to be with them always all time of my life, and then every I the feeling of separation anxiety, the separation anxiety ay na feel ko rin yun. And then and I also felt it for them. And then uh, my friends who were always with me before through thick and thin, it's not they helped me a lot in everything, sa lahat ng bagay. And then sa family ko, my kids, dahil sila yung reason kung bakit andito ako. Like that. And the experiences I had before, experiences ng mga friends ko, and worries nila, problems nila na sinishare sa akin. I feel like sometimes before I was like a SpongeBob, like a sponge, because I like listening to people. I like knowing about how they go through their life. It's not because I wanted to be a Marites. I just want to listen to them because I feel like when I listen to them, my happiness also radiates to them. I tend to balance their sadness or their happiness with mine. So I would always say, my kids, don't worry because everything is temporary. My friends who were always there before with me, I would always say, oh, don't worry, someday I will come back and be with you all together.
Okay, ate, you said you're the best, the best uh, time of your day is yung every time na mag-wake up ka in the morning. What makes you happy when you wake up in the morning?
Because when you wake up in the morning, you would realize that you are blessed, right? You are blessed. I am blessed today because I just woke up. Nagising ako. Kasi yung iba hindi nagigising eh. Hindi na nagigising. So every time na nagigising ako sa umaga, it's the best time of my day. It's the best time of my life of the day. Kasi yun ang kumbaga, yun ang starting point ng buong araw mo.
Opo.
You have to feel blessed for as soon as you wake up, so that the whole day, even though how hard it is, you will still consider it as a blessing at the end of the day. Okay.
I see you as, no, I'm supposed to ask you this. Are you a happy person? But nakikita ko na baka you're a happy person. Yeah. Nakikita sabi ko kay Dax na para napaka-happy mo. Kaya, I'm not...
Some people would always say na sa unang tingin nila, sa unang kita pa na nila sa akin, parang yung strikta, suplada, maldita, ganyan. Pero as you come to talk to me like that, kung makausap mo na ako, ayun doon mo ma-realize na ay itong babaeng to bungis-ngis mo na to. It's because life, ang hirap na nga ng buhay, pahihirapin mo pa, di ba?
Tama po. Kaya dapat maging masaya lang, di ba?
Yeah. Kahit na gaano kahirap. Kahit na ang dami mong mga bad experiences within the day, you just try to laugh about it.
Yes. You're gonna read some comments here. Oh,
Dami
this
kong
is...
palpak sa isang, kahit ang dami kong palpak sa isang araw, tinatawanan ko na.
Ako sa umaga, pagising ko sa umaga, sinasabi sa sarili ko, ang ganda-ganda ko sa umaga. Lagi ako nag-smile sa salamin. Kasi sa una, paggising ko pa lang, pupunta na ako ng CR. So, pag nakita ko yung mukha ko sa salamin, sabi ko, ba, ganda-ganda ko pala ngayon. Hindi ko kailangan maging masaya. Gonna read some comments here from Miss Nemi. Explore, grow, and share your talents, sis. Agree on that, sis. Bungis-ngis po kayong dalaw. From Miss Nemi, hope you can join us also in our activities, ate. Yes. Hope you can join us.
Alam niyo ba na gustong-gusto ko talagang sumali, kaya lang minsan kahit na gaano ko siyang pilitin, ay hindi talaga. Pero sabi nga nila, pag gusto may paraan, pag ayaw, ang daming dahilan, di ba? So I will try to erase that maraming dahilan.
Yes. Okay. Ate, babasahin ko na yung second na poems mo. Pero pwede magtanong po, ate.
Yes.
Ano siya? Tribute mo to MWHK. Ano po ba yung WHK, ate? Workers po ba?
Kita yung WHK. May migrant workers. Oo. Yeah. Para sa inyo yan at para sa atin.
Thank you po. Kasi nabasa ko, tapos sabi ko, ano kayang ibig sabihin nito ni ate? Kasi nakita ko doon sa, sa bio, migrant workers ba ito? Or migrant writers? Okay. This is her tribute to the MWHK. Yes, a poem for you. To all men and women on this journey, may this moment lead you to a destiny where you could find peace and serenity, a place to explore and wander for free and live like a king and queen of dignity. This may all shall essentially know how you've traveled this world till tomorrow, creating a vision surrendered with sorrow, yet you thrive and win from down below. That's the spirit of a tiny seed wanting to grow. Yes, you are the symbol of a revelation of creativity that was never known, a real metamorphosis of its own. Like a garden where flowers bloom, we all find a reason for celebration. This poem is magically written for you, where every letter has turned to a lovely hope, an expression of freedom we ever know, like soldiers in a battle of drinking brew, armed with paper and pens to fight anew. Soar high with what you love within. This is you. No one knows what you've been. Nurture it with expertise in a scene, an artist playing a time machine, traveling over the rainbow and in between. A poem for you, my newfound family. May we cling together in thoughts like gravity, for fondness for each other's unique ability binds us together even through eternity. Let's keep this always with no ambiguity. Yes!
Yay!
Clap your hands to Ate Annabelle. Thank you po, Ate. Yes. Yeah.
Alam mo ba,
Yes. Nabasa ko to kagabi. Sabi ko, para kaya kami to sa amin? Sabi na ka na doon, Ate.
alam nyo ba na yung mas natutuwa, mas happy ako, mas natutuwa ako uh, that somebody is reading my poem than me writing my poem.
Yes. Thank you po. We have comments here from Rupi. Wow, thanks for the poem, Ate. We'll definitely live like a king and a queen with dignity. We're gonna hire a king and a queen. From Miss Nemi. Ow! Thank you for that wonderful poem, sis. I love every word. Yes, me too. I love your words. Yes. Thank you po, Ate. Thank you sa tula ninyo. At thank you for sharing. And thank you for being part of our family. The MWHK family. And lastly, I have questions for you. How was writing poetry change your perspective on life?
Writing poetry, writing poems, because before I was always, since elementary, I was that introvert. I am really very introvert. I don't like mingling with a lot of people. Yung pag nakita ko yung madaming tao, yung parang feeling ko na maliit ako. maliit ako at takot ako. But in writing poems, I can express myself well. Really, I tend to express my feelings without anybody saying, "Oh, you cannot do that. You cannot say it." You know, the freedom from my heart just went out through the poem. I always write, be it in sadness, be it in happiness, or be it in anything, any emotion. It's the freedom and being the feeling of being big and free, which I never felt before when I was not writing poems. That. So it really changed my perspective in life. So just share. Also one thing is that even though kahit na ganito na ang edad ko, at least parang nababalikan ko siya kung ano yung yung pinakahilig ko talaga, yung pinakagusto, yung desire ng heart ko. In any way, in any matter, I finally did it.
Yes. And that's our freedom. Parang ni-imagine ko yung sinasabi mo nung elementary. Pag nakikita mo yung yung crowd, nagtatago ka.
Yes.
parang na-feel ko ako.
Pag pinapatayo ka sa stage, yung parang ice cream na
natutunaw. Kung matutunaw ka na. And yes, for the freedom. They said the best word to describe happiness, sabi nga nila, is freedom. Yes.
Freedom. Yeah, it's true. Kasi naisip ko why although I am a licensed teacher, but I did not really pursue it for life, and I ended up working as OFW. And some always when a lot of people would say, oy, teacher ka, bakit ka nandito? Yung ganun na, na comment. O, teacher ka, bakit ka nandito sa, sa Hong Kong? Yung ganyan. Parang, siya, negative, or they're just, they're just trying to make you feel less of yourself, like that. Parang gusto nila na ma-feel mo na malaking paghihinayang yung ginawa mo, yung malaki yung pinakawalan mo, although na sa totoo lang malaki talaga. But I did not regret ever. I did not regret ever. It's because it's here, kahit na nandito ako. You know, the work is the opposite. The nature of work is opposite. But in this nature of work, I really feel that I have my freedom. I have my freedom. Yeah. My freedom, which I cannot, I did not ever experience it before.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
not the freedom that I wanted to do anything like others trying to do, like doing ano na yung mga gagawin nila sa buhay nila. But I'm trying to have that freedom to go back to what I really wanted to do, like that. It's like writing and anything that I really
Yes.
wanted to do. Drawing, painting, it's just trying hard ako. Okay. So that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. Okay po, ate. Dito na po tayo magtatapos. Thank you for your time po, ate. Thank you so much. And hope to see you next Sunday, this Sunday, in our writing workshop with the uplifters.
Okay.
And hopefully you can join us. Yeah. Thank you po.
Try my best.
Thank you so much for, yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. Salamat sa sa bungis-ngis.
Wala wrinkles.
Nawala yung wrinkles mo. Lalong mawawala yun, te, pag nagharap tayo face to face. Maraming pang salamat, ate. At salamat din sa pag-join sa namin, sa group namin. Thank you so much. You are free.
Thank you, everyone. Mga admin, salamat.
Thank you po.
Thank you,
we
kay
have
Ruby.
one more last comment.
Thank you, kay Ruby.
This is from Ruby. Pa-arbor po ng dimple, te. Thank you for sharing your first with us.
Ayun na, kasi hindi balance.
Yung dimple mo daw, te, pa-arbor.
Balance. Next time, pahiram ko. Ay, nako, sana may natutunan sila sa time na to.
Yes, may natutunan kami sa iyo, ate.
Feeling ko wala.
Yes, you're very humble person. Na kahit may tinapos ka, hindi mo yun pinagmamalaki. Oh, ganito ako, di ba?
Yes.
Bye-bye po.
Bye-bye.
Maraming salamat sa time. More than 1 hour po yata.
Thank you.
No, overtime po ako. Salamat po. Bye-bye po.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.